Is Alexa hitting on Alex? That was a bit hot, Alexa.
Yeah? You aroused?
No.
Oh, you are? You got a bit of a chubby.
That's not a chubby. That's my normal dick.
Okay. We got new news. Oh my god, I think Elon Musk is such a fucking painful person to look at or think about or anything. Like you've got so many other billionaires with similar motivations, you know, with their own cringy stuff, but he's so just in your face. Like at least Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, like they're weird too, but they're just not so fucking pesky about it. They're not always being like, look at me, I got this fucking thing to say. It's just like you can tolerate them a margin more. This guy is just like non-stop. Well, shut the fuck up.
They're not influencers.
Yeah, exactly. He's an influencer.
They're not posting daily updates. They have enough money that they're happy with that, and they do their own fucking thing.
They're obviously trying to make heaps more money than they have. But
of course.
They're not insecure.
And why is he being like a fucking chick on Tumblr? What is he doing?
Painful.
But I do like it because at least it's so obvious to everyone in the world how cringy he is. And if anyone says Elon Musk, you're like, they've either never seen his tweets or they're a fucking freak who likes his tweets.
So it's a good barometer. But I don't know. I've developed this like sense response in that when I see just his picture, I can smell something. Like it's actually like it's like a physical response. It's stale. It's like you know, have you ever slept in a room with all your windows closed and you wake up and you can just smell bad breath?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's just like, oh, where am I? It's like, oh, that's the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So read this out.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of lore to this that we're going to have to explain. But Grok, which is his great AI tool that he has on Twitter. I've actually never used Grok. Maybe we should use Grok.
Yeah, it could be good.
Anyway, generate an image as if Voldemort and a Sith Lord had a baby and he became a judge in Brazil. It's uncanny. So he's angry at this judge in Brazil, but this is his like, he fucking owned him because he looks like Voldemort and a Sith Lord at the same time. Wow. He actually looks kind of cool. Actually looks very cool.
Did he edit the lightsabers in?
I think he just put lightsabers on. Yeah, I think he did this.
And it does actually look more than like a Photoshop than a Grok image.
It's not Grok. It's obviously not an AI image. It's a Photoshop image. He's not holding these. These are cut out, like without any
no, that's what he's saying.
With zero feathering.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's claiming that it's made on Grok, but...
Because if he is, that's hilarious, because then he spent time actually making this himself on Photoshop.
He's hustling and grinding. He's got a lot of work to do, bro. He's a billionaire. He doesn't have time to edit, to Photoshop posts for his stupid fucking...
What? Please?
Yeah, he just edited lightsabers and a coat onto...
Yeah, he did say it was Grok. So he lied about that. He loves lying.
It's like just as bad as those people being like, oh, my 3-year-old just said something really, really smart and like completely unrealistic.
I love that.
It's like that. It's like my AI software, which is really, really good and like advanced, just created this image.
One of my first posts when I did a thing wasn't a big channel at all on Reddit was me being like, I randomly found this channel and thought it was like really cute. Like I thought you guys would like it, and I'd like post my own shit, and everyone would be like, "Get the fuck out of here, self-poster!" Like,
oh, that's so mean.
So
it's like that. I remember that meme. The bay caught me sleeping.
Oh, that's good.
That was beautiful.
Where they take a photo with their foot.
Yeah,
yeah. We had a good version of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but don't show
take a photo with our dick.
Yeah.
So what is this actually thing? Why does he hate this Brazilian judge?
I don't know. Please tell me.
All right, well, let's look it out. There's this one. There's a lot of explanations, a lot to read about. We can generalize, but might as well just go through the article because this one's a good article about it. It's a showdown between the world's richest man and a Brazilian Supreme Court judge. The Justice, Alexandre de Moraes, has threatened to suspend social media giant X nationwide in the upcoming hours if its billionaire owner, Elon Musk, doesn't swiftly comply with one of his orders. Musk has responded with insults, including calling de Moraes a tyrant and a dictator. It's a months-long feud. That looks like schlong. It's a months-long feud between the two men over free speech, far-right accounts, and misinformation. The deadline for compliance is fast approaching, and many in Brazil are waiting and watching to see if either man will blink. Earlier this month, X removed its legal representative from Brazil on the grounds that de Moraes had threatened her with arrest. On Wednesday night, local time, de Moraes gave the platform 24 hours to appoint a new representative or face shutdown until his order is met. So the Brazilian law saying any foreign company has to have a legal representative in the country because
that's fair.
if something happens, they need to be able to communicate. Well, it says here.
Yeah.
So they can be notified of legal decisions and qualified to take any
That's
requisite
100%
action. So it's just
fair.
like, if you're doing business in this country, you need a legal representative in there. So like, so they have someone to talk to and be like, oh, look, this might be against the law.
Yeah.
What are you doing to rectify that? What's this thing? And X, the everything app, doesn't want a legal representative, which I think is really funny because it's just until last week, 10 days ago, there was an office here, so this problem didn't exist. Now there's nothing. Look at the example of Telegram. Telegram doesn't have an office here. It has about 50 employees in the whole world, but it still has a legal representative.
That was a bad example, Telegram.
No, but that's good for Brazil, because it's just like, even this thing, which is like, this company is like the kind of poster boy for like unregulated social media. Even they have a fucking legal representative in Brazil. And
I don't think that's a law in Australia. I think we have plenty of companies that operate that we can access here that don't have an office here.
they don't have to have an office.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's more like
representative.
someone, some kind of lawyer they can talk to on behalf of the company.
Yeah,
lots of places without an office.
that's
It's nuts. So yeah, he just doesn't want the legal person in there. Now, and it's just weird because the midterms or some kind of election, maybe local municipal elections in Brazil are coming up. And obviously, Twitter's been like really radical on the Brazil stuff. They post just like the dumbest conspiracy theories, like Lula's drinking kids' blood and on like migrants are killing people, which is weird because like there's fucking migrants in Brazil. Anyway, the whole country's migrants. It's nuts. And yeah, so like they want to control this misinformation, which is a bit dodgy in itself. But there's other weird exploitation and stuff happening on Twitter. I think the strange part is with this kind of stuff is that like obviously there should be a limit on how much governments can influence social media platforms.
Yep.
But at the same time, you are doing business in Brazil.
Yes.
Like you have a business and you're making money from being here. Like every country has different laws. And it's just like you can't turn it into your own like personal vendetta if you just don't comply with laws of these countries that you want to make money from.
And it's hilarious that his response is always such like a lame personal attack on these people. It just everything reminds me of him calling the guy that tried to rescue the Thai kids a pedophile.
Yeah.
It's just like that is his default response. Like,
he's just
lame joke.
He's like an insecure little weirdo.
But man does look like a Sith Lord.
But that's not an insult.
No,
that is a cool thing.
He does look cool.
Yeah.
He is a lot hotter than Elon Musk.
Demodice would first notify the nation's telecommunications regulator, Anatel, who would then instruct operators, including Musk's own Starlink internet service providers, to suspend users' access to X. That's awesome. You got to shut down your own app. That includes preventing the resolution of X's website. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just how they would do it. Has X been shut down in other countries? X, in its former incarnation, Twitter, has abandoned several countries, mostly authoritarian regimes such as Russia, China, Iran, Myanmar, North Korea, Venezuela, and Turkmenistan. Oh, Turkmenistan catching strays. That's not fair. China banned X when it was called Twitter back in 2009, along with Facebook. I think there's something really funny about China's bans of things. Because, like, there's different ways to look at it. Lots of people do it as like authoritarian government wants to limit freedom of speech. And I think it's kind of funny because if you're in China, everyone uses these apps. Like, you just have a VPN. That's completely fine. Like, in my opinion, it's more of a capitalist move by China because they don't want any competition for their own
100%.
tech companies.
And I think that's very smart.
Yeah. Well, it's just like you're playing the game everyone else is doing. And if like you see America does exactly that, as soon as if there's a foreign company, a Chinese company like TikTok that's taking a oversized market share or just any kind of money away from American tech companies, they'll ban it instantly.
What I do find very sad about it is that I don't like it that I only receive Chinese social media because an English person kind of dubs it and re-uploads it. It's actually very hard to view the apps myself. Like, I would love it if I was just kind of randomly shown trends and
on, like,
videos from other countries.
Or
yeah, because it's actually firstly very entertaining because it's often a different kind of humor that I haven't seen in my country. And
Yeah.
it's nice that we're all connected. And then it is sad that it's like, oh, Chinese people all talk here, Westerners all talk here.
Yeah.
So it's like bad overall, but it's completely understandable that they do
Well, that's why you
this,
got to
like-
play War Thunder or
No.
back when I was playing World of Warcraft,
League
I
of
was part of a
Legends.
Malaysian guild.
League of Legends. Do you
That's-
remember what we were in China? And do you remember what we did? We were in a random village, and these kids saw a white guy, and they invited us into their house. And then he was like, translate. He's like, "Do you play League of Legends?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And we just played League of Legends
Wait,
together.
who was
No
better?
talking.
Was he good?
I was so much better.
Fuck
He was
yeah.
bronze. I was platinum at the time, so he was like complimenting me as hell. And I went 16-1 as Ezreal in his game. It was amazing.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a good score. It was
Oh.
fucking sick. Just a
Yeah,
Chinese
that's
guy and a
nice.
white guy. No
You
talking,
know what was
playing
really
well
weird
together.
about China though? Like League of Legends is cultural thing that you can both share. What was up with them not knowing chess?
Yeah, that was weird.
What is that?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's a part of China we're in, but no one knew what chess was.
No.
We would take it out and play it on the train on our little board, and everyone would gather around and start watching, and then people just start googling rules of chess on their phone, and I'm just like,
These ads are so fucking annoying.
It's
Everyone's
the
talking about
entire
how
page.
long does it take to lose 25 pounds with a chair workout at my age? Maybe we should do a stream.
wait, they think we're old. They know that we're streamers because we're sitting down. Maybe it's a mustache. Maybe that's what they're trying to.
Yeah, something.
And why do they have tattoos?
I think we should do a stream where we open up one thing and we have to click on the ads and do them whenever we see an ad
That's really good.
as a distraction.
Oh, here we go.
There we
Right,
go.
we can just do this. So he did one of these. He's fucking ripped. You can get that ripped from a chair.
I fucking hate wearing sneakers inside with no shirt on. It's fucking weird.
No, this is good.
So
Anyway,
X is going to be shut down or has been shut down. He's
it's going to.
threatening,
It's got 24 hours literally just to install a legal representative.
which they're probably going to do.
Why is Brazil so important to X and Musk? This is interesting. I got no idea what this is. Brazil is a key market for X and other platforms. Some 40 million Brazilians, roughly 1/5 of the population, access X at least once per month.
That is a
Rookies.
lot. 1/5? I don't think 1/5 of Australians.
Once per month, though. Man, I once got so scared. You know when your phone sometimes sends you like notifications of like your screen time usage? One fucking, was it a week? It would have been a month. It'd be like, this month, you used Twitter for 2 hours while driving. What the fuck is that? I didn't think I used Twitter at all while driving.
No, I don't think that's possible. I think you left Twitter open.
I don't know. That scared the
Or
crap
you just
out of me.
doxed yourself and you committed a crime, Alexa. Have fun with that.
Well, if you're... No, I'm not going to even...
Let's
That never
stop talking
happened. I'm just going to say. Musk, a self-described free speech absolutist, unless you're criticizing Israel, has claimed Democrats' actions amount to censorship and rallied support from Brazil's political right. He also said that he wants his platform to be a global town square where information flows freely. He's just such a liar. It's so lame. The loss of the Brazilian market, the world's fourth biggest democracy, would make achieving this goal more difficult. Brazil is also potentially a huge growth market for Musk's satellite company Starlink, given its vast territory and spotty internet service in far-flung areas. Late Thursday afternoon, Starlink said on X that Democrats this week froze its finances, preventing it from doing any transactions in the country where it has more than 250,000 customers. This order is based on an unfounded determination that Starlink should be responsible for the fines levied, unconstitutional, against X. I mean, this sounds weird, right? So you've got a problem with X, so you're trying to get money off of one of the other companies.
Yeah.
But this is a very common thing that happens around the world. You've got a legal ruling against a company. Like let's say what we're doing with Don Ziegler. Chevron pollutes the Amazon, and the Ecuadorian government wins a ruling. They're meant to get $10 billion from Chevron. Chevron refused to pay them. So they try to go to other countries, and other countries are meant to take, if they have assets from that company, they're meant to take that and give it to Ecuador.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like, X isn't going to pay you, but you have certain assets and infrastructure of Starlink in your country. You're like, oh, great. Well, we can fucking take this as payment for this ruling.
But also, at the end of the day, it's still owned by the same man. And companies always do this where they create a arbitrary separation that is like legally binding. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make fucking
like a shell
sense.
company, yeah.
It's like you talk to someone and they're like, oh, yeah, you set up a company. And then if someone sues you, you're the shareholders of the company and you can't sue them. It's like, fucking shut up.
Yeah, shut
like,
up.
What are these
You've
stupid
done
fucking
this.
rules?
Yeah.
Someone said something interesting. They said Starlink currently is chiefly used, I don't know if chiefly is true, but used in Brazil to help illegal deforestation operations run smoothly.
Well, I mean,
lol.
That was like the biggest thing under Bolsonaro. They just like fucking went ham on the Amazon. And it's like, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's still happening under Lula just because like, this is a pretty like
But
core part of the economy.
I don't know how much Starlink is enabling them to do them.
Well, just for any kind of organizational, like any kind of corporation, any enterprise, you have to be able to communicate stuff.
Yeah,
and it's
you
just
do.
Obviously you'd get Starlink if you were out in the middle of the Amazon cutting down the forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, what's that? But the thing is, in the forest, there may not be Wi-Fi, but you can still get a connection. How good's that? Gandhi. It's just one of those. It's what I still saw it on a shirt. It's one of those like, I don't know. It's like wine mum, but like hippie wine.
Yeah,
mum.
I feel like I've read that exact shit. I thought you were quoting someone I knew because I was like, "Is Alexa hitty got Alex?" That was a bit hot, Alexa.
Yeah, you aroused?
No.
Oh, you are. You got a bit of a chubby.
That's not a chubby. That's my normal dick.
Okay then.
Just letting you know.
So yeah, maybe X will be banned in Brazil.
I hope so. And can we just not call it X? I never want to change it. I always want to fucking call it Twitter.
No, I like X. I think it's funny because it's so stupid.
It suits Elon well.
Yeah, it's just X. It's just like a dumb guy's idea of a smart thing. And the funny thing is that he was constantly trying to name every one of his businesses X.
Yeah.
But he just kept getting voted out by shareholders. Like PayPal was meant to be X. Like his initial business before PayPal was meant to be X.
His son is called X.
XAE.
Yeah, that's sick.
What a fucking loser.
Can we move on?
Yeah.